right, so let's build our all-time big three. Now, if I was building an all-time big three, I wouldn't pick from this crop. Like I wish there was a better crop, but these are good. These are all-time greats. I'm not even gonna take that away. So we're gonna go with what we got to work with here. So the all-time big three, obviously at $5, we want to get $9. $9. So at $5, I'm going to take Michael Jordan. Right? That's the obvious one here. Michael Jordan. He's the greatest of all time. He's the goat. And at $3, I'm going with Larry Bird. And at $1, so that's $8 already. So we got one more dollar left. Who should I take? We can go with Wade, we can go with Durant or Shaq. Now, depending on what era we're playing in, remember this is all time. So if they're going all time here, ooh, I think it's going to be either between Wade or Shaq. Now, the reason why I'm not taking Durant is because I think Larry Bird kind of already he kind of handles everything that we would get from Durant, right? Bird can shoot. Bird is 6'9". Bird is you know, I think Bird would be great in a half court setting, right? Because we're talking about big three, so this might be like a 3-on-3 scenario. We got Michael already, who's ISO, who could do everything. So so at this point, we're thinking, do we want another ball handling guard that can play both sides of the ball, or do we want a big in Shaquille O'Neal? Now, I'm tempted to go Shaq only because I think, in the paint, Shaq would obviously dominate, and you couldn't double him at all because Larry Bird would kill you, and Michael Jordan obviously would murder you, and vice versa. You couldn't double Michael, and you also couldn't double Bird. So with all that being said, I think I'm going to take Shaq in this scenario. I think Michael, Bird, and Shaq. Now I don't really like Shaq here. I would much rather have Kareem over Shaq, but I like Bird and I like Michael, and that's $8 already. So that's why I would go Shaq here, even though I don't really like Shaq. I don't like Shaq more than I like Kareem. Obviously, I like Kareem. So and you can't, and I couldn't have. You got to. If I'm going to take Michael, you can't get Kareem, right? So it's either one of the two. Now, if I was to go with Kareem, then obviously it would be Kareem. I still would take Bird, and then I would probably go Kareem, Bird, and Wade. That would be the next big three I would pick. Or if I was going to do, let's just say if I went Wilt instead of Kareem or Shaq, I still would take Wilt, Bird, and if I go Wilt, Bird, maybe then I would go Durant. But I still think I would still go Wade with Bird, or I would go Wilt, Bird, and Kobe if I wanted to go that route. There's no scenario where I would take LeBron James. Let's just put that on the table right now. There's no three in this scenario where I say, I want LeBron. Um, you know, just not gonna happen. So I like, cause the thing is like I would if I even like on this list if I would take away like if I could get Kevin McHale on there with Larry Bird and probably I mean you could literally pick three Celtics as all time big three, right? Like and that they would just destroy most of the competition. Just saying. But all right, that's all I got.